Aries, hey, it's Nikki. I'm gonna do a mid-month reading for you for May. I already laid out the cards, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the clarifiers. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle for those. The cards that you received is 8 of Cups, the Lovers, 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups, the Empress, and 8 of Pentacles. So far, I mean, it's kind of like obvious through these cards. It was Mother's Day recently, so probably it looks like some of you might have been having a really good Mother's Day because I got the Empress and the 3 of Cups. So right off the bat, that's kind of what came to my mind. So happy Mother's Day if you're a mother, and hopefully you did have a good Mother's Day. That's what it's telling me here, so... Also, I'm seeing that you could be thinking about changing paths somehow. So I have the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups. So that usually means that you're emotionally unfulfilled in what you're doing as far as like something involving work. It could be school. So you could be trying to change something because a lot of us are out of work, so maybe this is the time to think about doing something else so we don't go back to the same job that we don't want to go back to, basically. So I'm going to be quiet for a second so I can clarify, so I'll be right back. Let's see. Aries. Okay. Okay, so this is telling, there's a King of Cups in this reading. We were getting the King of Cups a few readings back, and then he disappeared, and now he's back. So I don't know if somebody's dealing with this King of Cups. Could be a water sign, but most importantly, it's a person who's like more sensitive. They're very sensitive, and they're very, they're just very good with like emotions. Usually, like, King of Cups is more of like well, I'm seeing this as a love relationship that kind of broke up. But it's actually not over because the Hangman usually just means it's a time for reflection within oneself. So you can't come together and fix something if you don't have the knowledge to fix it. So you have to take a time out to try to reflect, why did things go wrong, etc. So that way you can come up with the knowledge on how to fix something. A lot of people, like you'll see in relationships, they try to fix it. They'll buy flowers, gifts, and all that. That doesn't fix it because the problem just keeps coming up, and you don't have the wisdom to fix it completely, like permanently. So that's when the Hangman comes in and it's just like, okay, I'm freezing this because you guys aren't doing the work that you need to. So I'm going to freeze it so that you guys can do some introspection. So the 6 of Cups is here. For me, that's not a card of coming back. That's a card of reminiscing and missing somebody. You also have the Eight of Cups. So look how she's like, it used to be there. I used to have love. Where did it go? So, and the guy's like in the background, like walking away. But I mean, I do read cards obviously, but I listen to more of like what my guides are saying. But for this, it's kind of obvious if you look at the card. But I don't think this is over. Like, I actually think that this is going to be coming back pretty fast. So if something ended with a person, there's going to be a reconciliation with them. Judgment. So if you guys have listened to my readings before, you would know that anytime I see the Six of Cups, I always said that doesn't mean a person's coming back unless you get judgment in the reading with it. And you got judgment. And that was right after I just said that this isn't over, they're coming back. So they're coming back. Yeah. I also asked what this King of Cups wants. That's what I was clarifying. So they want judgment. They want a second chance, do-over. They also feel bad about something that they had said, and they want like a chance. That's why I'm saying like a do-over. They want to like start like pretty much act like that never happened and just start new. So what just fell out was the Ten of Swords. I didn't ask for, I wasn't meditating at that time, so I'm not going to take it because I was blowing out the candle, so I wasn't talking to my guides. But, I mean, that's possible, but I'm going to see if it comes out again. So what is the Three of Cups? So yeah, so it basically you got the Six of Wands, so that's success. So somebody could be going back to work. Maybe there's more money coming in somehow. You do have like this card where you were working on something, so if you're waiting for money, it's coming in end of May. I think that in the beginning of May, I did a reading. I don't know if Aries got that, but a lot of people got that money was coming in May. So I think that since this is a mid-month reading, so it could be coming in quite soon or by the end of May. That's a good portion of that is going to be for Aries men, because when I first started the reading, I heard Aries men when this card came out. So, but it obviously, if you're waiting for money and you're a woman, it's for you too. But I just think that that message is probably going to be for Aries men predominantly. And also, it's essential that you get out in nature. The end of May, like, it's very, very important. So if you can get by just anywhere outside, but not like outside where there's like concrete, like outside in like grass and where there's trees. That's most important, grass and trees, because the oxygen, something about the oxygen. So you need to do that. You got the Empress and Temperance. So, yeah. These cards is just, they're very grounded cards, and they're surrounded by a lot of nature. Sorry, I'm getting like one big long story here, so I'm just trying to get the full message before I say anything. There's, that's interesting. So, there's a lot coming your way. A lot. Like, this is a very good reading. If you see it, because I got the Strength card that was clarifying the Temperance. Then I got Princess of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is like the queen of like the home, and Pentacles is obviously money, so she's very like a well-off person. But then you got Princess of Cups. So that is usually like an emotional offer. And the Magician means manifesting. So you're manifesting both. And if you look in the Magician card, there's a cup and there's a pentacle. So that means everything. You're manifesting everything. So that's at the end of May. So honestly, I think that a lot of people might be going back to work just because I just see that. So if you're the person who's going back to work in the end of May, like, I feel like it's going to make you like a lot stronger. Somehow you're going to get, it's something about it is going to make, like, parachute your energy. Like, it's like you're going to feel a lot stronger. I mean, also, since this is telling you that you need balance, like I said before, the reason why I said get out by trees and grass is because some of you your emotional nature is kind of outweighing your ability to stay grounded. Like, you're in your heart and your feelings a lot. So if you go in nature and you walk barefoot, like, people aren't walking barefoot right now, right? Because we're like, the virus. So, but it's kind of essential. So if you have like a grassy area by your house, like, try to walk barefoot, because if wanting you to be more of the Queen of Pentacles, I think, and that's what I think it's saying, to manifest balance between being grounded and emotional. Because you have to look at things in a rational way, and if you stay in this Princess of Cups energy, that's the heart space. So it's good to it's good to have your heart space open, but you don't want to stay there constantly, because then you can't rationalize things as well. Everything is like a big deal and emotional. So try to ground yourself. You can also do some grounding videos, which is what I'm going to do. And for Aries, a fire sign, we need to do grounding meditations and stuff like that, like, at least once a week, because you will feel so much better. Trust me, if you have a lot of fire in your chart like I do, then you should be doing that. Can I get one more for the 8? What's the 8 of Pentacles? Also, if you're a man, you could have an earth sign woman coming in. And if you're a woman, the signs I see, I mean, there are a lot of signs, but the ones that stick out predominantly was a water sign and Leo. Maybe Gemini. Eight of Pentacles, you got the Nine of Pentacles. So like I said, if you go back to work, I think a lot of people want to go back to work, or will be, but you'll be more the Nine of Pentacles. You'll be feeling like that, which is like single and secure, but you're like happy to be single because you're out there making your own money and things like that. So that's really important. So hopefully they can open some of the economy and some of us can like start going back to work and feeling like, you know, like we're, I don't know, doing something, I guess. Okay, thank you. See you in April, what is it, May, June? In June. Bye.